Right now, three separate versions of the AI future are being built, simultaneously, in direct competition with each other. These three architectures are competing to control the intelligence layer of civilization. Each offers a different answer. Who owns the code that thinks? Version 1 is centralized. It is safe, guarded, and managed by a handful of companies with names you already know. Version 2 is open. It is available to anyone with a terminal and an API key, offering total freedom alongside total risk. Version 3 is decentralized. It is a trustless network governed by code, designed so that no single company or government can shut it off. Today is April 22, 2026. All three versions are advancing at once. The one that achieves dominance will shape the structural reality of human intelligence for the foreseeable future. Currently, the most advanced intelligence on the planet is physically headquartered in four massive companies, largely concentrated within this skyline. Anthropic recently built Claude Mythos Preview. This model can identify and exploit cybersecurity vulnerabilities with the proficiency of a skilled human researcher. They chose not to release it. Through Project Glasswing, they restricted access to 11 vetted organizations, specifically to defend the world's digital infrastructure. When they eventually shipped Claude Opus 4.7, those high-end exploitation capabilities had been deliberately trained out from the ground up. OpenAI is operating at a similar scale, closing a $110 billion funding round that values the company at $730 billion. They are pursuing superintelligence with the capital reserves of a mid-sized nation. This is the value proposition of version 1: safety through accountability. When a capability is deemed too dangerous, there is a specific entity that can be held responsible for holding it back. It provides a reliable safety baseline, but it requires us to hand the intelligence layer of our world over to a small, unelected corporate oligopoly. History shows that centralized institutions are rarely as permanent as they appear at their peak. If a global financial crisis hits a closed AI lab, the world's access to that intelligence is tied directly to that company's balance sheet. Geopolitical friction presents another failure mode. A government embargo could force a centralized lab to cut off access to entire regions instantly. As these labs move toward public IPOs, the incentives of shareholders will eventually compete with the broader public interest. Version 1 offers the most capable AI available today, but we must account for the specific civilizational properties we trade away to secure it. Version 2 operates without gatekeepers. This is AI that belongs to no one, designed to be modified and deployed by anyone. In November 2025, OpenClaw was uploaded to GitHub. Within 72 hours, 60,000 people started, growing to 250,000 developers. This code spreads across borders, regardless of embargoes. It is integrated into everything from Indonesian startups to Ukrainian defense systems. We are also seeing the rise of open-source models like GLM 5.1. It features 744 billion parameters and was trained entirely on Huawei hardware, bypassing the need for specialized Western chips. GLM 5.1 scored 58.4 on SwebBench Pro, outperforming several proprietary systems. The technical evidence is clear. Frontier-level AI no longer requires a centralized corporate lab, but version 2 has no safety team. A recent CVSS 8.8 vulnerability was discovered in OpenClaw, allowing for remote code execution. When version 1 holds back a capability because it's dangerous, version 2 just ships. It places powerful tools directly in the hands of the public without oversight. This model provides the ultimate check on corporate monopolies, but it forces us to answer whether a world where no one controls AI is sustainable. Version 3 attempts to balance these extremes through trustless physical infrastructure, governed by cryptographic code. Networks pool distributed GPUs globally, slashing centralized cloud costs. Using this, 70 developers coordinated through Bittensor to train a 72 billion parameter model without one corporate server. A token economy compensates participants for verified intelligence. To prevent short-term manipulation, a conviction mechanism requires participants to lock their tokens for years to earn voting rights. The system is designed to reward those who build for the long term. The settlement layer, powered by protocols like NEAR, handles transactions with sub-600 millisecond finality. This speed allows autonomous AI agents to transact value with one another instantly, without human intermediaries or banking delays. Decentralized governance is difficult. The Bittensor network recently navigated an internal crisis that highlighted the gap between its decentralized goals and the reality of protocol control. However, the network recovered via a protocol upgrade and open-source restoration by community miners. The system functioned exactly as its resilient design intended. Version 3 builds an intelligence infrastructure that is immune to unilateral shutdown. The question is whether such a complex, code-governed system can withstand the coming political pressure. All three versions of the AI future are advancing simultaneously. Our future will be shaped by the competition between them, not the victory of any single one. Centralized labs provide a baseline for safety and the necessary precedent for corporate restraint. Open-source projects provide the velocity that prevents total corporate capture and forces incumbents to innovate. Decentralized networks provide the physical infrastructure that prevents any single cloud provider from holding a monopoly on compute. We face a specific systemic risk, a single paradigm achieving total dominance before the others are mature enough to provide a counterweight. Civilizational safety depends on maintaining the tension between these conflicting architectures. In the next 6 months, the TAO ETF decision will signal which architecture regulators intend to favor with institutional capital. Within a year, autonomous agents will be managing healthcare and financial workflows across all three models. The choice of which architecture those agents run on will have direct consequences. 5 years out, the focus shifts to the inference layer. Whoever owns the pipes through which intelligence flows will hold leverage that makes the current data monopolies look modest. The outcome is not predetermined. The architectural struggle is active, and the tools we use today are already shaping the result. Every API call, every line of open-source code, and every regulatory ruling acts as a vote on which infrastructure we want to live under. The goal is not to find a single perfect version. The goal is to build the combination of all three that produces a world worth living in.